The state champs, #1 running back in the past 25 years, a multiple state champ who just so happens to hold the rank as numero uno in Michigan high school history in a variety of categories. From East Grand Rapids, Kevin Grady Jr.
He was the show, he was the game. I mean, it was give him the ball, he's gonna go ahead, break tackles, run, jump over people, he could go.
He was the first guy that I seen master the spin move and the stiff arm. You know, a lot of guys want to drop your shoulders and run through guys. Kev didn't want to be touched. And, you know, I respected his game a lot for what he was able to do in the offense that he played in. And just to get his team to back-to-back state championship games was impressive as well.
Job of the first guy that got to him was to slow him down, hopefully, so that the next two that would come up would hopefully corral him. I always thought that he was that type of back. Forget about the first hit. He's breaking that tackle every time.
Get this, 1,154 carries, 8,431 career rushing yards, 151 total touchdowns in high school. That is all #1 in the state all time. 24 consecutive 100-yard rushing games. State champion in 2002 and 2003.
At that time, I was a freshman coach, but helping out with the varsity staff, and I was up in the booth on game nights, and I remember game planning for him all week and going, this kid's, he's a man among boys. I mean, he had, his legs were the size of our linemen, and he's carrying the football. We held him in check pretty good the first half. I mean, he still got his yards, don't get me wrong, but in the second half, he was a totally different human being, it seemed like. We had no answer for him, and our kids were gassed at halftime, and he just seemed to just started to hit his peak, and he just was stronger as the game went on. And credit to him, you know, he was just a strong human being, that's for sure.
Playing 8th grade football, and I remember just seeing him on the field as a practicing. And again, you just looked at this young man, and he was imposing. Those legs that looked like, we called him Baby Earl Campbell, for those of you that remember Earl Campbell. He had those big legs and strength, and he had such a power and a burst, even at that age.
That was the thing when I was little. Friday nights at the East game. At that time in my life, I didn't think there was any bigger stage than being able to be in there right over Reed's Lake, and then you got the whole community behind you watching the game. Definitely a special place. I'm getting goosebumps just thinking about it.
His first varsity game, he played Ottawa Hills against David Harris. He had 126 yards, 3 touchdowns, and met David Harris in the middle of a play on a linebacker fill play, and they met head on. And I thought, wow, we have something very unique here. He was in 9th grade. He was 211 pounds, 5'9", and had tremendous balance, tremendous power, tremendous agility. But he had an unbelievable desire to play hard, to play fast, to work hard.
Being #1 is. It's mind-blowing, actually. I'm speechless. I really don't know what to say. I can't take all the credit because, like I said, I had some great players and great teammates, great coaches who put me in a position. I had great parents who brought me up, gave me the drive and the hard-working mentality. Like I said, it's just the number of people who contributed to that. And like I said, I just want to say thanks to all of them because without you and them, it was impossible.
Kevin Grady Jr.'s 924 career points, nearly 100 points better than second place all time. Grady went on to play at the University of Michigan and a quick journey in arena football.